record it. Okay. All right. I'm going to try to talk like as fast as possible without like literally driving you guys nuts and being like, okay, I can't understand you because you talk 1,000 miles a minute.
Okay. I will be listening, but I might not be watching the whole time.
Totally fine. Totally
Yep.
fine. And I can actually do this, and I can mute. Oh my gosh. So first of all, hello, Jillian, Heidi. I'm so excited that you're on this call. I love that you messaged me. You're like the cutest thing in the entire world. Heidi, Chelsea has not stopped talking about you for like days. I feel like I already know you.
Oh, stop.
So I'm like so excited. And I get to see you next Saturday.
You do?
For Night to Shine. Yep.
Yes.
So I'm on the dance committee.
Yeah, you are. That's awesome. Oh, I'm
Yes.
so excited.
I am so excited. Tyler, so you're at the shop making pizza?
Yeah, no, we're providing all the pieces for that Night to Shine thing too.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, like 13 sheets or something.
Oh my gosh. Yay. I can't wait. Yeah, that's going to be my treat day. So I'm like saving up for it.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, where's the pizza going to be?
I know.
I'll be doing the I'm leading the red carpet team, so.
Oh my, that's what Annie said. I sat next to Annie for like the meeting, and she was like, Heidi's the perfect person for that. So when Chelsea was talking about you, I was like, oh, I already know who that is. And she's like, how do you know? I was like, because I sat next to your mom and she was telling you about how awesome Heidi is.
Oh, that's so crazy. Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Hillary. Okay.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
This is so weird having internet. Oh,
I know, guys. So Hillary's been a coach for almost it's been a year. No, a year, because your brand just renewed.
Yeah.
She moved when she first signed up as a coach and like literally had no internet. Like her internet, whenever we would try to do calls, like it would be like we could not understand each other.
It was like blacking out. I was like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is not working.
Okay, so it is 8:17. I am recording. I'm actually going to mute everyone, but when I open it up for questions, I'll unmute everyone. I just know if I don't mute everyone, like people will hear other people talking. And so I'm going to mute you guys. You guys will have permission to unmute yourself, so feel free like to interrupt me and unmute yourself at any time. All right, you guys can hear me okay though? Perfect. Okay, so first of all, I'm just gonna do a little welcome. Like I'm so fired up because seeing the energy in our team page just like blow up the past couple months has just been like the biggest blessing in my life. I thrive off of like community, and like the longest time, like I'm like, I just want a team of like girls that like, want to get fit, love to help other people, and like want to show up, because I love like team calls. Like I'm one of those people where like, I love this part of it. So I can't thank you guys enough for just taking time out of your night to show up for this call and just learn more about how to help other people. I have a list of like 7 things. One of them is the Q&A that I'm just going to try and go through as fast as possible for you guys, but feel free again to stop me at any point if you have a question, or, save it for the end and I will go back over it. So the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is our team page. Because I know when you guys sign up, it can be so overwhelming because you're being added to, our page, a challenge group, our uplines page. And if you're in my downline, you're probably getting added to your coach's page. So it can be really overwhelming. So I'm going to just kind of break down those team pages as good as possible for you guys. So our team page is Team Next Level Basic. Little sidebar, when I joined as a coach, I had no idea like what a team name was. So I just like threw a team name together, and it was Team Fit 413. So we were Team Fit 413 for like literally 3.5 years. And then like 3 months ago, I was like, you know what? I don't like our team name. I've never liked it. It just doesn't jive. We're changing it. So I'm in the process right now of like redoing our logo, getting new team shirts, like new team decals. So bear with me as I do that. So if you're in our team page, Team Next Level Basic, and you see documents that say Team Fit 413, don't worry. That is our document. That is for us. It just hasn't been updated by me yet. So our team is Team Next Level Basic, and that is where I share everything. So I will share updates on products, information on trips, whether it's Summit or the Success Club trips, or our team retreat, which I will be going live and announcing in February. I'm super excited about it. So make sure you guys are on that live video. You know, fitness motivation, recipes, tips. I have a ton of units in our team page that are for you guys to utilize. There's a ton of files and just so many resources for you guys to use. If you need like a template for a free group, it's in our file section. If you are, you know, maybe you've been a coach for a year and you're looking for an like an Excel spreadsheet to, you know, track your taxes and expenses on, that's in there as well. If for whatever reason you guys can't find it, please just know you can always reach out to me and I will definitely get that to you guys. So that is my team page. We also have our challenge group, which is our ongoing boot camp. I actually just went live in our challenge group. I used to do monthly themes. So if you're in the January Jeans project, that is going to be changed to the Team Next Level Basic ongoing virtual boot camp. So it'll just be that name forever. This way, when you guys add your clients to it, the name isn't changing every single month, because I think that was getting confusing for my coaches, and they're like, okay, like what group are you adding me to? Like, what is this? So that name is just, it's going to be Team Next Level Basic ongoing virtual bootcamp, like for the rest of ever. So that's that. And then the other two team pages I'm going to just briefly talk to you guys about, Team Heart Fitness and Team Fight to Finish. You might not be added into them yet. Team Fight to Finish, most of you probably are. That is Jamie Innes's team page. That is the team page that you will check into every Monday night at 8:25 p.m. Eastern for our team call. She has a downline of like, I think it's like upwards of like 4,000 coaches now, something ridiculous. So she is like my grandma coach. And she just, every Monday night since I've been a coach, she's always done the team calls. She has a new coach on there every single Monday. I've done a few of the team calls, you know, other coaches, like literally there's just so much value. They're usually anywhere between 35 to 45 minutes. Sometimes we calls that are a little bit longer. They are always recorded. Jamie will upload the recording within like 48 hours to the team page, but she will also upload the recording to her YouTube channel, and I will also upload the video. I have a unit section in our team page. It's just like for team calls, and I will always upload the video in there as soon as I see that Jamie uploads it as well. So if you're not ever able to tune in live to those, you can always catch the recording either on YouTube, in the Team Fight to Finish page, or in the unit section. And I see that there's stuff going on in the chat. I will open that up here shortly to go over some of those questions. Also, the fourth group I want to talk to you about was our Team Heart Fitness group. So Samantha Iyoha is my coach. So perfect example, like Allie on this call, I am Allie's coach. I signed Allie up. Sam is the coach that signed me up. So she is my upline. She is from Michigan. She currently lives in Chicago. She just had twins. She is like the self-love guru. She is amazing. I don't add my new coaches to Team Heart Fitness right away, just out of the sole fact that I don't want to overwhelm my new coaches. So I usually tell them after like a week or two of them getting acclimated, I'll either add them into the group like low key, or I'll just, you know, shoot them a message, hey, I'm adding you to Team Heart Fitness team page. I usually share a lot of the same information that Sam does, but Sam, she'll have a lot of like guest pop-up speakers and things like that. Just because she's been in the business a little bit longer, has a few more connections, she tends to just get different pop-up speakers than I do. And I also love it because even though she and I are like best friends, we are very different in like terms of the people that we like to do our trainings. Like I'm the person that's kind of like, you know, I'm into self-love, but I kind of love the trainings that are like, go out, chase your dreams, like don't let stuff get you down. And Sam is just a very like like Zen, self-love, like everything will complete its course, which I truly also believe, like there's, you know, you have to have that balance of like hustle and like that nurture balance mode. So if you're not already in that and you'd like to be added to that, just let me know and I can get you in there. Last thing about the groups is the units section in our team page. There is a creative and conscious section. So I paid Buco bucks for a mentor to help me just streamline some processes in my business. She's actually a discount coach now on our team. Her name is Marley. She's freaking amazing. You've probably seen some of her you know, comments, or you've probably seen her pop in here and there. She is a life coach, like as her occupation. So her, like what she does for her career is literally helps people break down limiting beliefs, work through barriers, and find like a healthy, you know, work-life balance, or, you know, maybe just bring more joy into what they're doing, or kind of find a different path in life. There is a creative and conscious unit in our team page. If you are a new coach, I would highly recommend checking that out, because there are some just amazing exercises that will really help you kind of break down, you know, some limiting beliefs, or if you just feel like, oh, maybe I'm not worthy of being a coach, or I feel like, you know, there's so many Beachbody coaches out there. How am I going to be successful in this? It really helps you focus on that abundant mindset and not that lack mindset. So that was the first thing on team pages. I'm just going to check that off. When I get excited, I get hives, guys. It's not because I'm nervous. It's just because I'm like really excited. So like, don't mind this. I'm going to look at the chat really quick. Oh, good. Okay. Yes. Jillian, so you've been on a few TFTF calls. Yeah, they're phenomenal. I mean, if you can make it to those team calls, I truly believe that my business grew as fast as it did because I was present on team calls. I think a lot of what we preach as coaches is community. And of course, you know, the recordings are great. It's, you know, a great way to get that information. But I think the biggest thing about community is showing up for, you know, these live team trainings and really just getting to know each other's personalities, and you know, taking that time to like open up for questions at the end, and just building those friendships. So yes, if you can be on them live, absolutely do so. The second thing that I'm going to touch on, which is probably the biggest thing for, you know, towards building your business, is hitting Success Club. So Success Club is basically a system that Beachbody uses to help you earn not only income, but also trip dollars or special incentives from the company as a way to help push your business forward. So for every one person you help with either a challenge pack, which a challenge pack is Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, Beachbody On Demand and the Performance Line, or Shakeology HD, or the Recover Line, or the Performance Line HD, or the 3-box combo of beach bars. So it has to add up to 90 PVHD. If you don't know what 90 PVHD is, there is, if you just Google 90 PVHD, something should pop up. Also, if you go to your Beachbody Coach Online office and go to the FAQ, type in 90 PVHD, it'll also tell you exactly what those qualifications are. Basically, it's just Shakeology on Home Direct, the Performance Line on Home Direct. So if someone orders just Beachbody On Demand but not Shakeology, or just Beachbody On Demand and not the Recover, or not the Performance Line, that does not equal Success Club points. So it has to be 90 PVHD. That equals Success Club points. So one person equals 2 points. So every single month, your goal is to help 3 people. So 3 times 2 is 6. Success Club is super important because, one, that's the building blocks of your business. I truly believe that in order to be successful in this business as a coach, but also be successful as a client and getting amazing results, you have to have the total package. So it's kind of like saying, I'm going to do the workouts, but I'm going to eat pizza all day, every day. That just doesn't work. I think people, when they truly invest in themselves and they invest, the 160 or the 245 or whatever package, they hold themselves to a higher standard because they know they invested more. And I truly believe that they're getting everything that they need to be successful. They're getting Beachbody On Demand. They're getting Shakeology, they're getting the Performance Line. They're getting access to our challenge groups. They're getting your support. They're getting the portion control system. So they have everything that they need to be successful. So by you getting them set up with a challenge pack, you're just ensuring that that they are going to get the best results possible. And that's you doing your job as a coach, right? So for every one person you help, that equals 2 points. Beachbody not only does monthly incentives to hit Success Club, so if you hit Success Club the first 3 months of your business, so if you just signed up this month or within the last 30 days, if you hit Success Club 6 this month, next month, and the month following, Beachbody will actually pay for your ticket to go to Summit. This year's Summit is in Indianapolis. It is July, I see Allie like, yay! It is July 11th through July 14th. Rachel Hollis, the author of Girl Wash Your Face, is the keynote speaker. I only know this fact because I know a person that does motivational speaking and they make buco bucks doing it. Rachel Hollis probably makes close to $200,000 an hour doing a motivational speech, like ridiculous. And she does like multiple a week. So that just kind of goes to show you like the abundance mindset, but also the fact that Beachbody scooped her up for our event is insane. So what I love about our company is that they truly do want to see us succeed, and they always freaking show up with the keynote speakers. We had Gary Vee one year, Brendan Burchard one year, Chalene Johnson did it one year with another keynote speaker. So, I mean, they always show up for that. So if you help 3 new people each month for your first 3 months as a coach, Beachbody will pay for your Summit ticket. Another great reason to hit Success Club, again, it's the building blocks of your business. So your first big milestone as a coach is to hit Emerald. It is really hard to hit Emerald if you are not consistently hitting Success Club, because when let's say you sign up 5 coaches one month, right? Of those 5 coaches, maybe all 5 of them said they want to work the business, right? Of those 5 coaches, maybe 2 of them work the business. 2 are probably going to just stick around for the discount, and 1 of them is probably going to end up quitting. So that leaves you, with 4 new coaches. Now, if you're not actively helping at least 3 new people every single month, eventually that number is going to go down, and then you're no longer going to be Emerald, right? Because, it's just kind of like the law of attraction. The more you put out, the more you get back. So as you're hitting Success Club, you're building that momentum in your business. You're building that credibility. So it's a lot easier to hit Emerald, and it's a lot easier to maintain your Emerald status. We kind of have some benchmarks in the company where like usually Emerald happens within 30 days and Diamond happens within 60 to 90 days. It can happen sooner. It could take a little bit longer, but hitting Success Club is the number one way to help you hit those big benchmarks in your business. The third reason why hitting Success Club is so important, you get your Shakeology paid for. So if you help 3 new people every single month, what you make back in commission equals the cost of your Shakeology, or it equals the cost of your performance line. So not only do you get your product paid for, you're also helping people, which is just obviously like you can't even put a price tag on helping people. So you're getting your product paid for. And then, lastly, Beachbody also does, aside from the Success Starter program, they do just incredible, you can get like a backpack for hitting Success Club 1 month, a t-shirt. You can get a call with, some of the people in corporate or some of the top coaches in the organization. So just by you hitting your goals every month, Beachbody will reward you. My personally sponsored coaches, so I know I have some non-personally sponsored coaches on this call, but my personally sponsored coaches, they also get a gift from me and a one-on-one call with me every single month just for hitting Success Club. So like this month, my personally sponsored coaches that hit Success Club, they get a t-shirt and they get a 30-minute one-on-one call with me next month. And that's just because I want to reward my coaches for helping other people, for hitting their goals, and for pushing their businesses forward. So, lots of great reasons to hit Success Club. And I will also wrap that up with trips. I know I touched on this on my live video, but if you hit Success Club consistently every single month in your business, you are eligible to earn trips, and you will get them completely paid for. I have earned all 4. So I've been a coach for 4 years. I've earned the trip every single year. My first 2 years, I actually opted out. My first year, I just chickened out and I was too afraid to go. My second year, I was pregnant and couldn't go. And then last year was the first year that I went. And there's a whole crazy story about that trip, but we'll save that for another time. But my mom loved the trip so much that she actually cried. Like, she was like, she was like, this was better than any trip I've ever been on. Like, I'm so grateful that you're a part of like something so amazing, that you have so many incredible friends. I mean, when I'm telling you guys, like, the girls that you meet through coaching, like, I have girls that I met or that I've grown up with, right? Like, girls that I went to high school with, and a lot of them, I have to love them from a distance just because of the things they, choose to associate with every single day. But I mean, there's girls that I met through coaching that I would like literally cross state lines for. Like, I would literally like do anything for them. And it's just like, just being around them, not only virtually, but like being able to see them and spend time with them on these trips is it's seriously the best thing in the entire world. So definitely work towards those trips. I know people that have not been able to go on a honeymoon, and then they use Beachbody as, earning their trip is like their honeymoon for their significant other. New coaches have the ability to earn the 2020 Punta Cana trip as well. Beachbody, they do it in tiers. So basically, if you're a newer coach, it's like the first, like the top 300 new coaches that hit Success Club consecutively every single month, they get an invitation to go on the trip. So, perfect way to just hit your business, hit the ground running with your business. I do like to put the disclaimer out there. I am successful. I earn a full-time income with this opportunity. I did not hit Success Club the first 6 months of my business. So I don't want you guys to feel like if for whatever reason, like you don't hit these benchmarks, that you're a failure. You are absolutely not a failure. Like, it is literally just the compound effect, just continuing to show up no matter what life throws at you, and just continuing to just believe in your why, believe in your reason for why you're doing this. I think that if you truly love to help other people, if you are truly doing this for the right reasons, all of those no's, all of those people that, maybe give you a hard time, or all those people that they don't want to believe in you, if you believe in yourself enough, and if you just always continue to look into your why, like, you will be successful in this opportunity. So I just like to let people know, like, I wasn't a success starter. I wasn't, someone that hit the ground running right away, but I didn't give up. With that being said, people that are success starters, Beachbody did like a poll, and they do say that success starters do tend to earn 30% more every single year than coaches who are not a success starter. And I actually have seen this. There are coaches that signed up after me that did hit Success Club their first 3 months, and they, hit my rank in like half the time that it took me to hit the rank that I'm at now. So, who knows? I mean, these are they could always be a little skewed, but, just a little extra incentive on that. So that was just a little bit about Success Club, which is going to segue into Team Cup. And I am so glad, Allie, you are on this, because we did not talk about this last night on our one-on-one. And Heidi, I know you talked to Chelsea about this, and Chelsea texted me about it. So Team Cup, Beachbody does Team Cup twice a year. And what it is you pair up with so it's you and then 4 other girls. And it's totally free. You literally just have a captain. Usually my girls on my team, they just have me sign them up. And you sign up through the online office, and it's just you and 4 other girls. And you basically just use that month to push for really big goals in your business, because all of your points so let's say like, I was on a team with, Allie, Hillary, Heidi, and, Chelsea, and 1 other girl. And I hit Success Club 6, and Allie hit Success Club 20, and Heidi hits Success Club 30, and Hillary hits Success Club 10, and then Chelsea hits Success Club 15. They Beachbody will rack up all your points, and you get a total as a team. And you get, there's like, if you fall into this category of points, you get this prize. If you fall into this category of points, you get this prize. And then there's also like some crazy prizes, like, if you're like the top 3 teams, Beachbody throws out some really crazy prizes. One time they did a Team Cup where you got a prize, but then you also got to donate $50,000 to a school, like charitable organization of your choice, which was really cool. So they do really cool things like that. So it's just a great way for you just to push for bigger goals in your business, because you guys are working as a team, and it's kind of like, I don't want to let the rest of my team down. I want to make sure I'm at least hitting Success Club 6, or I'm, at least shooting for the biggest numbers I've ever hit in my business, because I have 4 other girls on my team that are counting on me. So I think it just helps people push a little bit harder together, but also you get really great prizes from the company. And then also like the chance to like, you know, possibly be like one of the top 3 teams and like have, you know, get amazing recognition and shout outs. And, you know, who knows, maybe they'll surprise you with like the ability to like donate money to a charity on their behalf. So with that being said, I am going to be opening up another team cup. I do have 2, I have my business center and then my second business center and Mike's business center. So I was going to open up another team cup. So I will be messaging people about that. So that we can all, you know, push towards some bigger goals. So, and I'll be touching base with some of the other coaches in Team Next Level Basic and seeing if any other coaches want to start a team or if they're looking for people. So if you are interested in doing Team Cup, keep an eye out for a post right after this call. I will be making a post for Team Cup, and anyone that wants to start a team, comment on that post and we will make sure that we connect and get everyone on a team. But also with Team Cup, they did stats on this too. I don't remember the percentage, but basically like every time Beachbody does a team cup, like the income that coaches see that month is like a certain percentage higher than what they normally make every other month. And then also the really cool thing about team cup too is even if that team cup month isn't your biggest month, because you were pushing for it to be your biggest month, you've now created the big mo, right? So that momentum is going to carry on through for some of the next month. You know, it's kind of like what you do today is what you're going to see the effects of that a year from now or 2 years from now. So it's kind of like, it's that compound effect. What you're doing today is setting you up for success tomorrow. So just another great reason to get on a Team Cup. I think everyone on this call should be on a Team Cup team. So I will make sure I make that post. And if you guys want in, comment on that. I know I'm talking super fast. I don't see any other questions in the chat section yet, so I'm going to go on to the next point, which is going to bring me to rank. Because I know, so this is kind of a gray area, and I really don't like to get in to too much of the nitty-gritty on rank, because it does get a little bit overwhelming and it is a lot of information. So I'm going to just talk about the 2 major ranks, and then like one of the ranks that comes right after that, like one of your biggest ranks. So the first rank that you're going to be shooting for in your business is Emerald. Emerald is 2 coaches underneath you, 1 on your right leg, 1 on your left leg. If you don't know what your strong or your weak leg is, also right or left, reach out to your coach. Your upline should be able to tell you what your strong and your weak leg is. You usually want, if you're building this as a business, my first 2 coaches were my mom and Mike. And that's because I knew that long term, I wanted to build this into a 6 or 7 figure business. I earn about 1/3 of my income through Mike's business center now. And that's just because I signed him up right away so that a lot of my volume rolls up through his account, which is pretty freaking amazing. So if you have, if your mom's on board and you have a spouse, or your mom and your dad, you can sign both of them up, 1 on your right leg, 1 on your left leg. And then when you're shooting for your next goal in your business, you can actually, Beachbody allows you to work 2 other business centers. So you would be allowed to work your mom and your spouse's business or your mom and your dad's business. And it's perfectly legal, and you can build their business as well. Obviously that's something you want to talk to them about because, taxes and those things do get affected. But I know with me, like, it's usually like I talk to my mom about it because I plan on building my mom's business, pretty big this year. And I'm like, whatever you don't, what you can't write off, I'll pay the difference of, so those are things that obviously you should always talk to them about. But hitting Emerald, you can literally do it in 24 hours. I will be hosting an Emerald, a 24-hour call in February. I haven't set the exact date yet because I will be running it with another coach. So I just want to make sure our times coincide. But I will be hosting a Emerald to 24-hour call towards the beginning of February so that you guys can hit that goal pretty early on. But that's just 2 coaches right underneath you. And the importance of hitting Emerald is that opens up your business center. So most of your business early on for the first 6 months of your business to a year, depending on how fast you're growing, is going to be commission based. So most of the income that you earn, it's probably going to be based off of your challenge pack sales or signing up coaches. But as your business grows, a lot of that income is going to be residual. And once you hit Emerald, your business center opens, so then you're then eligible to receive what we call team cycle bonus, and that is your residual income. And for every 300 team volume points that you accumulate as a coach, you will earn $14 from the company. So if you earn 600 volume points, it's 28. If you earn, 900 volume points, and just kind of rolls, so that's how you earn that residual income. Then there's also Ruby, which is kind of the unicorn. We kind of just hop right over Ruby because people usually go right from Emerald to Diamond. So, but Ruby coaches, they make $16 a cycle, and then Diamond coaches, they make $18 a cycle. So for every 300 volume points you earn, you make $18. So most of my income when I earn my paycheck every single week, most of that is residual. That is just from our team being amazing and getting their product every single month, or our team signing up challengers and signing up coaches that I didn't personally sign up, but that they have signed up. So hitting Emerald, that's your first big milestone. You can hit that in 24 hours. A good benchmark for you guys is, really make your goal to hit that in 24 hours, if not within your first 30 days. Get your best friend signed up, get your mom signed up, your boyfriend, your spouse, whoever it is, whoever you feel like is in your immediate inner circle, you send them a message and you're like, hey, this is what I'm doing. Like, I would love your support. Like, are you in? And obviously, like, make it sound like you, but most of the time people's parents tend to be like pretty supportive about it. If they're not, that's okay. I had a lot of family members that weren't right away, which is also totally fine. Which then brings me to your next rank, which is Diamond. So after you hit Emerald, now you have a team, right? Your next biggest goal is hitting Diamond, because once you hit Diamond, that's kind of like the beginning of all the big changes in your business. So a lot of coaches will be like, oh, I can't wait to hit Diamond. I can't wait to hit Diamond, because they think that once they hit Diamond, that's when like all the income is going to just come flooding in. Diamond is when you now have a team that is like, they're building momentum. So now you have 12 people technically underneath you. So 8 personally sponsored coaches and 2, one on one side is an Emerald, one on the other side is an Emerald coach. And now the momentum has been picked up. You're now making $18 a cycle. As a Diamond coach, Beachbody has even more incentives for you. And that also they do, like, sometimes they do Diamond quarterly bonuses. Not often, but sometimes they do, which is really cool. They usually, like, 1 quarter out of the year, they'll do a Diamond pool bonus, which is awesome. But that is your big goal to shoot for. I do Diamond retreats. So my retreat this year is going to be for any girl. So any of my personally sponsored coaches who hit Diamond this year will earn a trip that I pay for. I'm also going to open it up to my downline. So my downline, if there's any coaches that are hit Diamond in my downline, they will be welcome to come as well. But it will also be contingent on a few factors of their upline coach. So that's kind of, I'll go over that more when I announce the Diamond retreat in February and kind of all the logistics. But, you get like retreats, you get special perks from the company. Another great benefit of hitting Success Club every month and being a Diamond coach, you get free coach leads. So if someone signs up as a coach in the back office and they didn't sign up under a coach, Beachbody can put them underneath you. If you are hitting Success Club every single month and you are Diamond rank, you also get kind of bumped up on the tier of getting free leads, and you can literally get commission from customers you've never talked to before, because Beachbody, they've ordered through the Beachbody site and Beachbody just gives them to you. So, and obviously the list can go on and on about, why it's important to move your business forward. But just know that when you're hitting Diamond, that is you are now a leader of at least a 12-person team. And of those, 12 people, you're helping some of those people build a team of their own. So as you're pushing towards those bigger goals and as you're pushing towards income, because I think income is one of those things where people are really afraid to talk about it because they're like, I'm afraid of sounding salesy, or I'm afraid of sounding selfish because I want to, make more money. God does not want us to live a life of lack. And that doesn't mean that we need to live lavishly, but God wants us to be able to spend time with our family, to be able to do things like, go on a trip, experience the world. He doesn't want us to be anxious about finances. And I know that it's one of those things where he'll just always provide, always. He just always will. But for me, one of the things that gave me the most anxiety was finances and am I going to go to the grocery store and is my account going to overdraw? Am I going to go buy this and am I going to have enough money in my account? Or am I going to take this trip and have to worry if I can, afford to pay my bills next month? So income is not something you should be ashamed of. If your dream is to stay home with your daughter and earn an income and replace the income that you had at your corporate job, that's amazing. And that's not selfish at all. That's just you wanting to be, home with your daughter or home with your son or whatever the case may be. So as you're pushing for these bigger ranks, it's okay to be motivated by income. It's okay to want to make more money. It's okay to be compensated for services that you're providing, right? If you go to the doctor and they make you feel better, we're okay with giving them that money because we know that when we leave the doctor, we're going to feel better, right? We are happy to compensate our doctor for making sure that we're healthy. If we go to a restaurant and our server gives us amazing service, we're happy to tip them, right? So same mindset for us. We are providing an incredible service. We are giving people the gift of health. And I mean, that is just something you can't even put a price tag on, but it's okay to want to be compensated for that. We put in a lot of work, whether this is your full-time job or your part-time job. Especially if this is your part-time job, you are, a lot of us are moms and working a corporate job and building a Beachbody business on the side, or moms and working multiple part-time jobs and trying to build a Beachbody business on the side. It is not selfish to want to be compensated for your hard work. So as you're starting to push for these bigger goals, always keep that in mind. This is the biggest blessing that you can give to someone. If my coach didn't share this blessing with me, I would have still been the party girl that I was 4 years ago, doing drugs and drinking all the time, not getting back to my faith, not being grounded in my beliefs that I'm grounded in now, if she had never brought this opportunity to my attention. So I always think it's paying it forward, but instilling that belief in your leaders, because then you're going to start pushing for what we call Star Diamond. And there are actually 15 Star Diamond ranks. I am a 5-star Diamond coach in my first business center and a 1-star Diamond coach in one of my secondary business centers. I know that's probably super confusing for you guys. Basically, that just means I hit Diamond, and then I had 5 other coaches on my team underneath me hit Diamond. So I had 5 other girls hit Diamond. And then in Mike's business center, he had a coach under him hit Diamond. So 5-star in my first business center, 1-star in a secondary business center. So as you start to pop diamonds, you then start to rank advance to Star Diamond. Once you hit 2-star Diamond, you get to open up a second business center under yourself. So you basically get to sign up as a coach under yourself, and then you'll start to add coaches into your second business center, and all that volume rolls up to your second and then your first business center. So and then you can actually open up 25 business centers. So if you hit 2-star Diamond 25 times, you get 25 business centers that you can create all on your own. No coach in Beachbody history has done that yet. Maybe Melanie Mitchell did it this year. I think maybe Melanie Mitchell did it this year, but I won't know until Summit when they announce it. So it's pretty crazy. This kind of blows your mind with the income potential there. You're 25 business centers for myself. Whoa. But once you hit 2-star, you are then eligible for a quarterly bonus every single quarter. My 5-star bonus. So when I got my 5-star bonus, I got the 5-star bonus and the 2-star bonus. So it was a $3,000 bonus that quarter plus the $900 2-star bonus. So it was a $3,900 bonus just for holding my rank for 6 weeks. So that was pretty cool. So if you hold your 2-star for 6 weeks, the bonus is somewhere between $700 and $1,000 a quarter. But you add that up, if it was $1,000 every single quarter, that's 4,000 extra bucks in your pocket just for building your business and hitting your 2-star Diamond rank. And 2 stars really when your income starts to just blow up. that is when your income will like most likely triple from what it was before, because you're just creating that volume underneath you and you're just building even more of a team in your secondary business center. That is a lot of information that I just threw at you about ranks. Please know I don't expect you to remember any of this. I don't expect you to get off this call and remember any of this. I just wanted to put it out into the universe so that when you guys hear 2-star or 5-star or 1-star, you don't have to know what it means, just so that you get that little nudge that you remember it. Because as you do start to move your business forward, as you get closer to diamond, or after you hit diamond, that's going to be our next milestone for you. That's going to be that big push where we're like, okay, now that you have a team, you're a diamond coach, now we start to build for income. Now we start to build towards what is your dream life. Let us help you build that income to replace your corporate job. So just those type of things. So that's just a bit about rank. Feel free to shoot me whatever questions you have about that. And then I literally just have one more thing, and then I'll open it up to the Q&A, so I don't take up you guys, whole entire night here. And I love seeing all of your faces. It makes me so happy. So the last thing I want to talk about is just social media and warm market versus your cold market. Most of us as coaches should be using at least one social media platform. If not, I always recommend 2. For me, I use Facebook and I use Instagram. There is that gray area of, do I use my personal Facebook page or do I create a business-like page? Little disclaimer on that. I do always like to be respectful of Facebook's guidelines. We have a blessing that we get to use Facebook as our storefront. There are a ton of business owners, I'm sure Tyler can vouch for this. It is a lot of money to have overhead for a business. The fact that we get to use Facebook as our storefront with no overhead, and our Coach Online office fee is only $15.95 a month, plus whatever the cost of our product is that we're getting, is a tremendous blessing. Business owners pay thousands of dollars a month to pay employees, electricity, people to salt the pavement, like all these things that a lot of us don't even think about. So we are at Facebook's beck and call. I always say adhere to their guidelines as best as possible. As you are starting out your business, I say it is okay to use your personal page. You should create a business page because you should have that there, and you should be building that, in the background. But when you're first starting out on your business, most of your business will probably be warm market. There are a couple coaches that when they sign up, they feel more comfortable reaching out to their cold market, which I'll get to in a second. But most of you guys will probably be the most comfortable sharing on your personal page and getting your warm market. And your warm market is your family, your friends, people you went to high school with, your coworkers, people that have already been in your circle before you became a coach. That's your warm market. So it's okay to use your personal as you're starting out. As your business is growing, definitely shift to your business page. I usually do 2 posts a day on my business page and 1 post a day on my Facebook page. I'll do like maybe 3 call to actions a month on my personal page. Like if I'm really if I'm pushing for Success Club or, shooting for a big goal, I'll do like a call to action on my personal page. I try to keep it very spare because I think people can report you. They can say, hey, this person is soliciting me to be a Beachbody coach. Even if you've never messaged them before, people are salty about it for whatever reason. They don't know how to stay in their lane, and they can report you, and it opens a whole can of worms. But if you're posting on your business page, you're fine. Like they can report you all they want, and as long as you're not sharing any videos that are not yours, you're not posting any videos with music that is not royalty free. So anytime you post a video, if you have music in the video, it should always be royalty free music. If you're not sure what that is, I did a video on it in our team page, and just search in our Team Next Level Basic royalty. I'll figure it out. No, I'll tell you guys what to search. Actually, let me look now. So I can tell you guys exactly. Royalty free. Okay, yep. So just search royalty free in the Team Next Level Basic team page. And I did a whole video on what exactly royalty free music is, because I do know coaches that have had their business page shut down for using you know, Britney Spears Hit Me Baby One More Time in the back as their music to like their workout video. So always make sure you're adhering to their guidelines, but it's totally fine when you're when you're first starting out, absolutely post on your personal page. But be building that business page in the background. And then I use Instagram. So Instagram is my main source now of building my business. As you start to transition from recruiting solely from your warm market to, okay, now I feel like I've already talked to everyone in my warm market, that's when you're going to shift to your cold market. You should always be reaching out to your cold market. Even as you're building your warm market, always be reaching out to people in your cold market. So if you follow girls on Instagram that you've never talked to before, you know, shoot 5 girls on Instagram a message every single day, you know, for 5 days of the week. Like, hey girl, I just came across your Instagram page. I freaking love your energy. I saw that you had a cockapoo. I have a cockapoo too. Like, how old is your puppy? Or, you know, whatever. Like, find interests that interest you and then send them a message and just get to know them. And guess what? If you start talking to them and they're not your person and they're giving you one-word responses and you're just like, I don't think this person is like super friendly, move on. Like, they're not your person. But it's a great way to build friendships. I have girls that I've met on Instagram that have never done a challenge group, have never signed up as a coach, and I still talk to them like at least 2 or 3 times a week because they're just like amazing people. And I never would have talked to them if it wasn't for me reaching out because I wanted to share this opportunity with them. So as you're, you know, signing up people in your warm market, always still be slowly building your cold market, because you don't want to completely deplete your warm market and then be like, oh my gosh, my warm market is gone and I've never talked to anyone in my cold market before. What do I do? That happened to me when I was a coach. I hustled hard for like 3 months, like when that happened, when I got through like my entire warm market, and I was like, oh my God, Sam, I don't know what to do. And I literally was like, reach out to the max. I still hit all my goals all those months. But don't pull the Jesslyn of the past. Just start trickling in people from your cold market. Now, and most of my coaches on our team are now cold market. Very few of the coaches left on our team are from my warm market. Most of my coaches are all from girls I met on Instagram, which is why I usually use that as my main platform. So always use 2 platforms, really get comfortable with that warm versus cold market aspect. And building your brand. That's probably going to be the biggest thing for your cold market. Facebook is one of those platforms where you can really post anything on Facebook, and like, it doesn't have to be a pretty picture. Like, it can literally be like something funny, and if it catches someone's attention, like, they'll comment on it. Instagram is a very brand oriented, and it is a very, your followers want your page to like be clean and crisp and eye-catching. If you go to my Instagram account, except today I did post a black and white picture for the first time in like a million months, but that's just because it was a professional photo. I use the exact same filters on all of my pictures. People will come to my page and don't even have to look at my name, and they'll know that it's me, just because of like the things that I post about, how I talk, my verbiage, what my pictures look like, the way that I pose, my smile, certain things I have in my picture. And it took me, and it's still not perfected. I mean, it took me 4 years to build a solid brand that I feel like is true to me, and it really, attracts my people. And it will take time, doesn't happen overnight. If you scroll back far enough in my Instagram, I started my business with like 200 Instagram followers. I had the worst looking Instagram in the entire world. Like, if you guys looked at my Instagram today versus what it was 4 years ago, you'd be like, how? Like, I look at it and I'm like, ooh. So, if you need a good idea of what a clean and crisp Instagram should look like, go look at my Instagram, go look at other top coaches in the organization, look at their Instagram and see what they're posting. A lot of us use presets, which you can find on Etsy. Also, Ashley Smith, if you go to @TheBeeBrand, and then you go to Ashley Smith Fitness, who is the owner of the Bee Brand, she also sells presets, and she has some amazing presets. If you want your Instagram to look cohesive and put together, I'd highly recommend looking into some presets. Also, like, there's a ton of great apps that you can use to make, fun filters, to blur the background on stuff. So, I can always, if you want those apps, just let me know and I can message them to you. Or I can take a picture of my screen and share it to the team page. But I basically the apps that I use are Lightroom, which is a free app. You can just download the free Lightroom app, and then you'll upload. So if you purchase a preset on Etsy, you will upload your preset into the Lightroom app. Every time you order a preset on Etsy, they will send you instructions on how to upload your preset. Make sure that if you do most of your photo editing on your phone, you get a mobile compatible preset. It'll be stated on Etsy when you purchase your preset, but they will always provide instructions on how to get that into Lightroom. I also use Facetune. I use the $3.99 version, not like the freaking $40 a month version, because nobody should be photoshopping abs. Let me just put that right out there. Like, it is okay to blur the background of your photo. Like, if you want to do like, you know, a little teeth whitening, whatever, like that's fine. Please don't be that person that like literally photoshops an entire picture. It just looks bad. And be a product of the product. Like, be yourself, love yourself. Don't ever Photoshop yourself. It's just like, it's not cool. So I have like the $3.99 version, and basically it just allows you to like blur the background of stuff. Like if you have like right now, like there's a glare on my skin, like I can like swipe the glare out, like just like little things just to make the picture look crisp. So Facetune is a great app for that. And then I also use Layout and PicTapGo. I'll take a screenshot and I'll upload it. When I post about the Team Cup, I'll post a screenshot of this in the comment section so you guys can see it. But I use PicTapGo and Layout as well to do some like transformation posts, as well as like word swag to add like, you know, January 2017, January 2018, like just to add words to your pictures. So basically just having a good arsenal of apps that help you with your social media. So, but Instagram is one of those where you should, if you're posting on Instagram and you're using that as your platform, if you're not using Instagram as your platform, I would recommend starting now. I started with 200 followers on my Instagram. Along the way, I've paid a lot of money for social media trainings, you know, different people to teach me how to target my audience, how to use hashtags, how to work with the social media algorithms. But I've now grown my Instagram to like 27.7 followers. Sometimes it goes a little faster based on the Instagram algorithm. Sometimes it goes a little bit slower. Again, we just need to be super blessed that Facebook and Instagram allow us to use them as our storefront. So we just have to roll with the punches. If your Instagram feels like it's like going a little slower, that's okay. If your post feels great to you and you're like, I want to post this, who cares if it only gets 5 likes? Because those 5 people are the people that needed to see it that day. I'm one of those people, even if I have a post that flops, I never delete it. Like, I'm like, I made this post because like it was on my heart. If it only resonated with 5 people, that's okay. Like, it's going to stay on my page. And like, sometimes I look at my Instagram and I'm like, ooh, that post does not fit. You know what? I'm like, I leave it up because I'm just like, you know what? Like, there was a reason I posted that. And so, you know, be yourself, just be true to yourself. Don't compare yourself to other girls. I built this business, I was a 3-star diamond coach, and I still only had like 3,000, I say only had like 3,000 followers on my Instagram. There's girls on our team right now that have 10,000 followers on Instagram, and they're not even a 3-star diamond coach. So I truly believe it really has nothing to do with your following. It just has it has to do with your ability to pour into people and to just show up, be a product of the product, and just believe in yourself and believe in your story and believe in the impact that you can leave on the world. Because if you believe strongly enough in that, like, that's like, you're going to attract that. So that is all I had. I will now open it up to questions. So I will unmute everyone. Okay, and then whoever wants to go first, just fire away. Hillary, I see you looking like I have a few.
I know. I was going to actually ask you if you would explain how to do that speed up video thing.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you reminded me. Okay, so I'm going to mute everyone again just to explain this. And I will unmute Hillary. Okay, so Hillary, so you guys can just chat. So a lot of you guys have probably seen on my Instagram or on my Facebook like page. This is the one thing I do post on my Facebook like page every single day, because I'm not making any sort of salesy post. I'm just doing it for like people's pleasure. People love to see Reagan working out with me. I obviously don't want to like post a 20-minute clip because people aren't going to watch a 20-minute clip. So I usually post like a 4 or 5 minute clip. So what I do, and you're going to have to excuse my phone cover. My child will pick up my phone and chuck it, so it looks like a hot mess, but I swear it's not. So I use, can you guys see that okay?
Yeah.
My phone? Okay, so I use the iMovie app, right? Now, what I'll do is I will go in to the iMovie app, and let's say, so I will pick, where was today's workout video? Okay, so I'll pick today's workout video, and then it will go in there. Okay, so now I'm in iMovie. I will select it so that it's now, like, you see how it's highlighted now?
Okay.
Okay, so then down here, there's this little button that looks like a clock or like a speed thing. I'll speed that up. Then I will go to the volume. I'll turn it all the way down. And then I'll click this button right here, because if you don't do this and then you pinch it, okay, this way your head's not cut off in the video, because if you don't pinch it, your head will get cut off. And then, okay, so now that you've done that, so now I'm going to hit add, and then I will go to audio. Now these are royalty-free. These are royalty-free songs. So these theme music options in here, these are all royalty-free. There's a few of them, for whatever reason, Facebook will flag them as not royalty-free, even though they are royalty-free. But the ones that always work for me are Bright and Modern. So I just use those two. So that probably sounds familiar to you, because that's the song I always use in my videos. So you'll hit use. And now you'll see the audio has been added to the video, and then you'll click done. And then from there, you just hit save video, and then you can save it in different modes. I always just do HD. And so now the video is sped up. You might have to speed up your video. So let's say you did the whole 20-minute video, which I sometimes do. You might have to speed it up, save it, speed it up again, and then add the song and save it. Because obviously if you speed it up and then add the song and then speed it up again, the song is going to be like, you know, because you sped up a video.
Yeah.
So speed it up the first time, save it, and then upload that new video, speed it up again, add the song. Instagram then only allows you to do 4-minute clips. So if you go into your story and I'm like, okay, I want to add my workout clip now. So it's 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Instagram won't let me upload the whole 4 minutes and 47 seconds. So I'll upload the first minute, right? And then if I want to add more, I'll just go into the video, and then I will hit edit, and then I will actually just take out the first minute of the video. Done, save as new clip. Then I can upload another minute. So I basically just like pick up where I left off.
Okay.
But Instagram, for whatever reason, only lets you upload a minute at a time. So I just use the iMovie app. I Googled, I didn't know how to use any of this. I literally like saw someone's like video like sped up, and I literally Googled it and was like, how do people speed up videos? And like that came up. And so I just was like, okay. And like I saved it, and then I was like, how do I get my head to not be cut off? And Google was like, so if I don't know how to like do something, I literally will like Google it. Obviously always ask me. That one's a little bit trickier, a little bit more in depth. So I'm glad you asked that, because I'm glad you guys that.
I've seen like a lot of coaches use that too, but like it just looks like, I don't know, catchy. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, I want to know how to do that. So that's good to know.
And it's fun. And I think like, because then in Instagram, you're able to add words and graphics and GIFs and like call to actions. So yeah, I love it. Definitely utilize that. And guys, never take a chance to share your workouts for granted. Like one, you're providing, I can't tell you how many people will message me and they'll be like, oh my God, I love watching your workout clips. And like, to me, I'm just like, I'm sharing my workout clips because I'm like, you know, I want other people to see how great these workouts are. But like, you'd be surprised how many people actually don't just use it as like, oh, I want to buy that workout. They actually will look at my workouts and they will actually write down the moves and do the workouts for my Instagram stories. Like, so you would be so surprised. Like, it is providing free value, and that is also an abundant mindset because you're giving people value for free. Even if you don't know it, like, you're giving people value for free. So I say always record your workouts, you know, speed them up, change it up, have fun with it. Like, that's my motivation every single day to do my workouts. I love making those video clips. So like every single day when I'm not motivated to do my workout, I'm like, video clip. So yeah. All right. Did you have any other questions, Hillary? I know we've been chatting back and forth for the past couple of days, but.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask, like, okay, so if we're doing like challenge groups and boot camp groups, that is like kind of confusing for me, I guess. Like, so if I had like, okay, so this girl that could possibly be like is interested in signing up. I remember I told you like she might be through somebody else and I don't know if she like canceled or whatever.
Yeah.
Can I like add her without asking, or do I just like wait?
So as soon as she orders through you, anytime you guys ever sign up a client or a coach, you can go on right ahead and add them to our ongoing boot camp.
Okay.
Clients should only ever be added to the ongoing boot camp. If they sign up as a coach, add them to the ongoing boot camp and our team page. But wait until she signs up under you first. Now, if you want to, like, if someone is like, you know that they're really in a financial hard spot and they just really need the support and they're not already working with another coach, you know, use your best judgment. I don't want people just like going ahead and like adding a ton of people for free. You like, if it's someone that you like, you're like, I really just want to help this person, go on ahead and add them. Like, I leave that up to my coach's discretion. Like, you know, I have girls, you know, 2 or 3 girls in our challenge group who've never purchased a challenge pack before, but I just know they need the support. But also I use it as a way for them to see the value because they see other coaches drinking Shakeology. They see other coaches using the Beachbars or the Performance Line. I had a girl in our challenge group for like 3 months and then I totally forgot she was in there. And then she commented on a few things and I messaged her this month and I was like, hey, I don't know when you're BOD, or I know that you have BOD. I know that you weren't, you know, didn't order it through a coach. I know that you know, never ordered through me, but if your BOD is renewing soon, like, let me know and I can give you the information on all, you know, the promos that we had. Just turns out that her BOD subscription was going to renew in March. So she went out ahead and bought a challenge pack this month and like just upgraded early. So that's a good way to do it too. So, you know, use your own discretion. But yeah, absolutely add them to our ongoing boot camp. I did just do a live video in there. Basically, I'm just asking any coaches that have clients or newer coaches in the boot camp, just show up just show up in the group, you know, at least a few times a week. You know, I'm not asking like every single day you have to like post a check-in for your ladies, but just, you know, show up throughout the weeks that they see your face, that they know you're in there, they know that you're present. You should be checking in every single day anyways. So yeah, absolutely. Always go ahead and add them right in.
And that's the one that's going to stay like the same, not change the name anymore.
Yep. I believe Facebook will let me change the name of the group on the 31st because Facebook now has this thing where you can only change the group name once every month. So I can change it on the 31st.
Okay, cool. Okay. I think that was it, really.
Awesome.
I know I have some questions about Summit, but I think I need to like gather some more questions.
Okay, yeah. Did anyone else have questions about Summit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anyone else on this call have questions about Summit? Because I could totally dive into Summit if you guys have questions about it. If not, Hillary, I can totally chat with you tomorrow, like, about it. So.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody else have any questions? Or I know I covered a lot tonight, so I like.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Oh, you just said something about that girl that, oh shoot. Dan, can you help up front? Sorry, I'm at the pizzeria. Can you help up front? I look like a psychopath back here with my headphones on.
Oh my God, you're so cute.
So you just said something about the girl that just had the Beachbody, her thing was going to renew. Was she already under you, or you just had her, you knew her? Because like my friend Jenny, like I told you, her thing's about to renew, her Beachbody On Demand, but she's not under me. She's under some random person.
Yeah, so she, I would have her call the 800. So I'll give you the customer service number. Have her call. Have her cancel her Beachbody On Demand subscription, and then just send her a link to the $160 like, you know, whatever challenge pack she wants. to enroll under you. Totally fine. Like I've had girls that have signed up under me. They're like, I signed up for Beachbody On Demand online like 2 years ago. I've never had a coach. Like and it's Beachbody makes it so easy. They just have to call. They'll cancel their Beachbody On Demand like membership, and then you can send them a share cart to enroll under you.
Okay.
Yeah, super easy. Send me, like tomorrow, ask her when her Beachbody On Demand is due to renew, and I'll work with you on like what to say to her to get her to upgrade.
Tomorrow, she said.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome sauce. You guys are killing it this month. All right, I'm unmuting everyone again. Okay. Anyone else have anything? Jillian, I saw you raise your hand.
Yes, I know. That's the teacher in me. I'm like, me.
I love it.
So I have a few questions.
Yeah.
So I'm like on your downline, I guess. Is that what it's called? Like I'm under
Yes.
Jess.
Yes.
So I think you're like are you Lauren's coach?
So I'm Caitlin's coach. So it goes me, Caitlin, Lauren, Jess, you.
All right. So Jess is so nice, but I just feel like she doesn't like post a lot of these things and do a lot. So like I was kind of like, I see all these people on Instagram like, you know, like bigger people, like I follow Stan Glonick and Amy Rada and, you know, bigger people. And they're like, oh, I'm doing like all this stuff for my new coaches. And I'm like I don't know, you know, so that's why I was so excited about this, like so excited.
Yeah.
So can I add people to your boot camp? Like Jess
Yes.
has a boot camp too, like Jess and Caitlin, and they do too, but like, I don't know if I could add, you know, people to yours and theirs, like if I don't have my own.
Yeah, so absolutely. So I would definitely, so I actually messaged Jess this month because her upline, so both of her uplines, so Caitlin is actually one of my Star Diamond coaches, but she has taken a step back from the business and focusing on her blog. And then Lauren stopped working her business like a year ago. And then Jess was under Lauren. So I saw that Jess made a post a couple weeks ago about wanting to start, like was going to work her business again. So I actually messaged her and reached out to her and I was like, listen, like I will take you under my wing as like, you're my own coach, because obviously like I never want anyone in my team to feel like they're not supported. I never want anyone to feel like, you know, just because their coach that signed them up maybe took a step back from the business that, you know, they're not a part of a community. So yes, I would absolutely like go on ahead, request access to my boot camps. You can 100% add your lady into our boot camps. Like that's what, you know, I want our boot camps to be like a community for our entire team and for all of our clients and for all of our coaches. So, you know, and I've told Jess and Caitlin this in the past, like always feel free to add your ladies to my boot camps. So yeah, absolutely. You know, any team calls that I'm hosting, if you ever have questions, like just come to me. If like, you know, depending on the situation, obviously just, you know, talk to Jess, let her know. Cause I never want to obviously step on any other coach's toes. But you're all a part of my team, of our team. So, for sure. And if you're, you know, you have questions, you need help, I'm your person.
Okay. I feel so much better about that because I was like talking to my husband and I'm like, I just feel like, you know, Jess isn't doing this full time, which is fine, but like I just wish that I had somebody that was like so in it and like so wanted to help other people. Like Jess does want to help people, you know, and
yeah.
I said she's so, but you know, she has her other things on the side too. So, but like I'm like so thankful that like we connected and I'm super, super excited.
Yeah, me too.
And then I had a few other questions that I took.
Yeah.
So I guess this kind of goes off of it, but like for your team cup, like could I also do that even though like
Yeah, absolutely. So when I post that thread, please make sure you comment on it and I'll make sure that we all, if everyone on this call wants to be on a team cup, I will make sure that we all get on a team cup. Yes, post on that and you can absolutely be on one of our teams, like for sure.
And then one other thing, how do you earn volume points again? Is that like the PV points or
yes.
Is that different?
So also really important note that I should tell you guys. So I know the only fee you guys are ever required to pay as a coach in order to earn your commissions is the $15.95 a month. That is 100% the only fee you're ever mandated to pay as a coach in order to receive your commission. However, as you start to earn Team Cycle bonus, you do want to have that 90 PVHD requirement. So you do want to be getting at least Shakeology Home Direct or the Performance Line Home Direct or the Beach Bars Home Direct on HD to make sure that you are able to get your residual income and earnings. as long as you're active. So Emerald coaches have to be 50 PVHD, Diamond coaches have to be 90 PVHD, but in order to qualify for Success Club, it always has to be that 90 PV. So I just tell everyone, stick with your Recover and Energize, or stick with your Shaco. You know, change your flavors if you want, but I literally have gotten, I think I've gotten Shaco every single month for like 4 years now, and like Recover under Mike's account for like a year and a half now. So it's like crazy. But that night, so how volume works, it's 200 volume points on your strong leg to 100 volume points on your weak leg. And that's how you get that 300 volume points. Your strong leg is already established by your upline. So when you sign up, unless your coach signed you up on a dead leg, or unless you're like the coach that signs you up quit and then you rolled up to a dead spot, you should already have a pretty established strong leg. Like my strong leg is like 70,000 personal volume points to like 2,000 every single month on my weak leg, like because my strong leg volume comes from like Jamie Innes, Samantha Yoha, like it comes like they've already built that strong leg. So you always want to build your weak leg, which is why it's a 200 on your strong leg ratio to 100 on your weak leg, because you're obviously going to have less on your weak leg because that's the leg you're trying to build. That's your income generating leg that you're always trying to grow. Volume points are associated with different products that people buy. So if people order a challenge pack and they order like the $245 bundle, that's, I believe it's 190 PV. If someone orders like the $140 challenge pack, that converts to 90 PV. So like, let's say someone orders the 245 bundle and the 140 bundle, then you have 190 PV to 90 PV, and that accumulates to TV, and then Beachbody distributes that based on your strong versus your weak leg. So for every 300 volume points you have, you'll earn a cycle as long as it's 200 to 100 ratio. There is an amazing video. You can actually YouTube it. So if you go to YouTube and then you type in Team Cycle Bonus, a video by Michael Neiman will pop up, and he does a video with action figures. He's hilarious. It's the best video I've ever watched in my entire life because he's so funny. But he shows with action figures like how the volume works and how you cycle. So definitely watch that because he explains it in the video much better than I explain it. I could draw a picture, but that would probably take a lot of time.
As it's happening for me, like it'll make more sense. You know, right now I don't have anyone underneath me. Like I said, I'm in the very beginning stages, and I've only been reaching out to people on Instagram that I don't know. So like, I was like the opposite. I was like nervous to reach out to people. I think I'm gonna take that plunge and like start opening up to my Facebook and like see if anyone, you know, would want to do it. Like people I've grown up with, you know.
Oh my gosh. Well, when you make your welcome post, send it to me and I can definitely help you. Like before you post it on your Facebook, send it to me and I'll definitely like go over it with you, because I know that the welcome post is sometimes really scary for people. And it is funny because like you kind of are like the nuance, most people are usually more comfortable with their warm market, but some people like they're like, I recruit only from my cold market, like right off the bat. So
yeah, I was going to wait until I finish T25 to like be able to post like this big, you know, transformation, be like, this is what Beachbody did for me and this and that. But like I still have 7 weeks, so like I don't really want to wait that long.
Girl, jump right in. Kind of like Emily Favre just did on the National Wake Up Call. Are you in the Team Beachbody 411 page?
Yes.
Okay. Emily Favre, watch that video because she said if I had just posted a before picture on day 1 and then went away for 80 days and posted my after picture on day 80, like how many of you guys would have joined with me? Probably none of you, right? People want to see the journey because they relate so much more to the journey than they do to like the result, you know? So I say start sharing away.
Okay. Thank you.
You are welcome. All right. Does anyone else have anything? Ooh, hold on. Unmute all. No? All right. So before we go, all right, what I want all of you guys to do, first of all, if you don't follow me on Instagram, at Jesslyn Fitness, everyone get your phones out. We're all going to take turns taking a picture of our Zoom call. So I'm going to take one first. You guys say, Team Next Level Basic.
Team Next Level Basic.
You guys are so cute. Okay, so now all of you guys take a picture, and I want you guys to share this on your social media, tag all of us.
How do I get everybody? I can only see you three.
How do you want? Yeah. How do we?
Tyler, I'll send it to you. 'Cause you're on your phone. That's why.
How do we?
Oh, Heidi, are you on your phone too?
What? I'm on my. Yeah. I don't know how
Okay, I'll send it to you. It's because some of us are on desktops, so we can see it on our desk, like
Oh.
on our desktop. I'll send it to
You
you
are-
guys.
Some of you are fancy using a desktop. I'm at my kitchen counter plugged into the outlet because my phone's about to run out on battery and trying to be quiet because my kids are sleeping. So
Oh my god, you're so cute. Well, I'm actually gonna send this to you right now. You and Tyler together, so you guys have it. But yeah, so share that on your Instagram stories because honestly, the biggest part about growing your business is sharing the community, and people want to see that you're a part of a community. So like every time you're on a team call, every time you're doing like a one-on-one call with a new coach or like anything, or you're on a Zoom, you're doing a live workout, take a picture of it, share it on your social media because people are going to be like, I want to be a part of what they're a part of. So everyone
can
got
I add something?
Oh, yep.
Can I add something quickly?
Yeah, of
To
course.
Jillian, who had said that she was saying that she wanted to do before and after pictures, which I love. But also, I love hearing people's stories. That's honestly like something where I've just started asking people, hey, I saw that you had commented or posted or whatever. Have you done it? And what was your experience? And that's what people want to hear. So whatever drew you to it, like I have a very rare medical condition. And so I was running this summer and that's how I was exercising. And I had to be in the emergency room like 3 times in 6 weeks. And so my doctor was like, you have to stop running or do something different. And I didn't want to give it up. And my neighbor just happened to mention like, hey, I have Beachbody Indiana and you want to come over and work out with me, which was like totally, I'm like, sure, you want to do it tomorrow. I didn't know when it was. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what I was going to get into. And then I started doing it and I realized I am okay with this. Like I'm not having these flare-ups that I was having before. And so I stuck with it and that's why I'm doing it. So that's something that people want to hear. They want to hear the stories, why you do it, why you're sticking with it. And sure, before and after pictures, people want to see those, but at the same time, they want to hear your story because you want to hear their stories too. So share your story.
For sure. 100%. Hit the nail right on the freaking head. Drove it home, girl.
All right, let's do this.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right. I freaking love you guys. You guys, seriously, I'm so fired up. I always do these calls at night and then I can't go to sleep after because I'm like fired up. Oh my God. Well, I love you guys. I won't take up any more of your time. I'll get this recording uploaded to the team page within the next couple days here. I love you guys. Sending you all the virtual.
Love you.
Thank you guys.